The Raiders have a rookie that's skyrocketing up the depth chart that could be really important for them. If you're new to the channel, we are Detroit Lions fans, but we have this channel dedicated to teams and stories that just don't get the love nationally. I think the Raiders are kind of a sneaky team. We all know that it depends on the quarterback. So it's like, okay, let's watch the quarterbacks and just kind of see where we're at. But in the meantime, let's see what's around them. And you see that there's a new attitude, there's a new coaching staff, there's the whole thing, and there's some really good players around the quarterback. And there's one in particular, and that is DJ Glaze out of Maryland. So this article was talking about guys that really stood out this offseason so far. Obviously, we're heading into training camp, 90 guys on the roster right now. Got to get that down to 53 and really see get the depth chart going too. Like who's going to be backing up, who's going to be where. So to round out the good showings from the rookies, DJ Glaze showcased his skills in pass protection against the likes of Max Crosby and Tyree Wilson. I mean, first of all, Max Crosby, just a complete and utter animal. And so to go up against him is awesome. So DJ Glaze, tackle, is an interesting story. And I think he's unique in a way. So remember, he's a third round pick 77. He's 6'4, 315, like right out of the book for an offensive tackle. And so remember, his freshman year was 2020. He only appeared in one game, COVID, weird. But then that next season, he appeared in every single game from there on out. So I was like, okay. He was named third team All Big Ten and his senior year, and just has all of the measurables. Love everything that he can do from like height, weight, his arm length, hand span. I mean, all the stuff that you look for in a tackle, he's got it. But then on top of that, he's really at a position of need for the Raiders. When you look at the depth chart, and again, this is just a rough draft thrown up against the wall, but you can see that the offensive line is not bad, but the depth isn't great. And so when you start looking at this, and let me know in the comments, kind of the question marks that you have. I mean, question marks wise, obviously quarterback is the biggest one, and all that we're talking about doesn't matter if the quarterbacks aren't right and they can't figure it out. They got to be there. But then after that, running back good, wide receivers check, tight ends double check, offensive line. So here you have rookie DJ Glaze already up here pushing the starters and is a really important backup. And so if you're going to be a good team, you have to, or a team that not even a good team, you're just going to be kind of in that reboot stage like the Raiders are, where it's like, okay, what are we? Well, while we're trying to figure that out, one of the things that we need is our depth pieces to be something. We got to stand up, got to be better than we were in 2023, and I think they naturally will be with a new coaching staff, new energy, the whole thing that we've been well documented. So keep an eye. The reason we make this video is because keep an eye on DJ Glaze as we head into training camp. Will he be a starter? Will he be a big time backup, an important backup? Because if you're a backup tackle, you're going to play. Like tackles get injured. I mean, offensive line, it's the whole thing that you just got to kind of pay attention to DJ Glaze. And so he's right here. How does the offensive line pan out? What's going to happen right there? Okay. DJ Glaze, though, I love that one. Okay. Now, another thing that I think is really interesting now that we're getting to see the Netflix's wide receiver. This is like no crap, but Raiders team discontent, coaching change last season chronicled on Netflix receiver. And while the season is going on, players usually don't let on how frustrated they are. I love that. But the 2023 season for the Raiders now firmly in the past, along with many of the causes, we can look back and just see how bad it had gotten. Josh McDaniel, yikes. He's not getting the ball. And when they try to give him the ball, he can't get a good throw from Garoppolo. It's just like, what is going on? So we start the wheels falling off episode 3 of the series. That's when Adams is getting increasingly frustrated because he's an injured shoulder and believes that along with the hit that caused the injury, he is getting hit more than ever than his first 9 years. He's talking, oh man. So yes, if you're a Raiders fan, part of you like wants to watch this just because it's like This was so bad. I kind of want to watch it to see. We're not going to be this bad because look at all the problems you had. If you don't look right and I'm not getting opportunities, well, then now we have got a problem. That's what I'm here for. If I'm not being given the proper amount of opportunities and it's like dog on offense, it's time to do something about it. So remember, he's not getting the ball. I mean, you guys know this. This is like crazy because remember against the Lions, it was like, whoa, this is terrible. Because against the Lions, you actually had a pick six. A pick six is so hard to not win if you get the pick six, and you still got blown out by a Lions team that was just like kept kind of making some mistakes, and it's like, but you couldn't do anything offensively, not even close. And that Lions team was not like a super power defense, but Jimmy Garoppolo, man, he was bad. He was bad. Okay. One of the other things I think is going to be really interesting if you're a Raiders fan is your tight end. You have this elite tight end. Then you draft another one in Brock Bowers. But now you have Michael Mayer going up to 265 pounds entering year 2. He's got the build, the structure, kind of like Sam Laporta for the Lions, where it's like, dude, put this all together and just be a star. Let's have 2-star tight ends. What the heck? Why not? Right? So Mayer's a throwback tight end whose game resembles Jason Witten. Unfortunately, Mayer struggled as a blocker, which limited his overall impact. That won't be the case in year 2, as he's made significant strides in that area, adding about 16 pounds. He's now 6'4", 265. Man, if you're a Raiders fan, you're just like, okay, I'm seeing the things that I want to see, that I've been wanting to see, and it's finally here. The Raiders will frequently use 12 personnel, which is one running back, 2 tight ends, and 2 receivers to get Bowers and Mayer on the field together. But that obviously won't always be the case. If Bowers doesn't develop quickly as a blocker, it wouldn't be unthinkable for Mayer to see more snaps. If you're Mayer, it's pretty interesting. You're like, all right, I got to block. Dang it. I knew I was going to have to block, but also didn't realize how hard that would be and how important that would be, because that is the whole essence of a tight end. Is I don't know. Based on this personnel, I don't know if it's a run or pass, because the tight end, that gives me nothing. That tight end can block, or he's really good to go out in a route. That's why tight ends are so valuable. If you've got nothing but 5 wide receivers out there, well, then it's a pass. Duh. But if you've got a tight end, the whole thing. So wait, again, it comes back to the quarterbacks, but they've got the weapons. The Raiders could do something, and it's going to be interesting to watch. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't, and we will see all of you on the next one.